Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we have our last video of Donquixote Rosinante or Corazon, depending if you're a One Piece watcher or reader or not. But anyways, you've seen over the last couple of days how to kind of pilot Rosinante and how accurate it can be, how slow this deck can be. Today we have 3 more games. We have one game against a red green law player. That was actually a very fun game. I recommend you watching that one. Then we have one really long game against a Rebecca player, and then we have a really short game against a Katakuri player. That's gonna show you why Yellow is such a bad matchup sometimes against us. So hope you enjoy those games. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day, and we're gonna start with the last leader tomorrow. It's gonna be Sabo that we're gonna cover. So hope you stick around to watch that. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Law. And honestly, I respect the opponent. Opponents here playing Law, even in this Sakazuki meta, I respect it. I really respect it. Let's mulligan. Let's look for the Sugar, right? Because the Sugar lets me rest their units, and then I can kill them. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, so like the Nami's here. I guess the only downside here is because the opponent's going first. We actually don't get to do this here. What I can do is that I can just go Baby 5 first. Opponent's probably going to be very likely to try to attack the Baby 5 with their Nami, which will allow me to kind of kill their Nami. Yeah, I think I'll go Baby 5 first, just search. By the way, this is also so good because it's going to stop them from getting value. We're never going to attack their life, right? So this is how we're going to run this matchup. We're never going to attack their life until we have this Yamato on the field to do it. We're just going to focus first on trying to kill their board. Now, the opponent does have a lot of blockers to stop the Yamato. But they're going to have to use those blockers, right? So that's a benefit here. Yeah, so we go Baby 5 here. We go back. This Rosinante is hot. This Rosinante is so good. Letting me get that Yamato for free. Huh. Although I kind of do like this blocker, so I think I'm gonna take that Rosinante. Again, I'm not particularly inclined to go after their life. I think I want to force them to have to either play a Sanji or do something else. So the Shopper is nice, yeah. So they play the Sanji, so the Sanji lets them do whatever they want. Sure. Yeah, so here we can go a 2K. Or we can just block it for free, right? Yeah, we can just block it for free. I forgot about that. We can just block it for free. I forgot that my leader, stops the opponent, right? So, yeah, we'll go Sugar here first into the Shopper, right? 3, 6. I need to play one more card. I guess I can always play the second Baby 5. So I like playing the second Baby 5. Shopper? Do we kill the Shopper or do we kill the Nami? I guess let's try both. Let's go Shopper first. This is going to force a 2K. We have to play another Baby 5. Okay. And we get the Nami as well. That's so good. If you lost that Shopper, then we go like this, and that allows us to protect that, to get the restand on the Rosinante. So that lets us get the restand on the Rosinante. Whatever the opponent plays gets punished by the Sugar. We just do this, right? Or do we let them get the draw and just rest the Sanji instead? Let's let them get the draw. Let's rest the Sanji instead. That way the opponent only has one attacker with their Law. Because the Bonnie cannot attack this turn. And we can always just kill the Bonnie anyways next turn. And again, I think at this point the opponent's kind of locked down, right? We have enough counters to protect. Even if they play Zoro here, I'm down to play all my counters to save this Sugar. Like, even if they play Zoro here, I will play all these counters to save that Sugar. I think it's worth it. They're gonna go after the Baby 5 first. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I feel like you want to kill that sugar, so there we go. We'll give you this counter. Right? So this is great because this can just KO their Zoro without us doing anything else. So that's 5 done. We get 1 done left. So we can go here. Force the opponent to use their cards. I guess we'll go 5 here. Again, we're gonna play this X Drake, so I think we can just go like this, pop the X Drake, and just search. And now we get our Diamante. And yeah, I mean, I think opponent just loses the game. By the way, I think I can stall this out long enough that the opponent loses the game. Like, we have the sugar still in the field. I guess I am kind of taking a lot of damage every time I block with the Rosinante, so maybe we let sugar go this time. I think at this point we can let the sugar go. Okay, well, opponent's not even attacking the sugar, they're attacking the baby 5, so that's even better for us. Yeah, we'll go like this. Nice. Might have to actually be sugar next turn to okay, well, I kind of feel like killing this. So let's go 6. Have the opponent use cards. They're gonna use a 2K. So guard point takes into 9. Let's go 12. Let's go 12. And then we'll search with baby 5 again. I know it's gonna mean that we don't get the restand with the Rosinante, but I don't think I'm ever blocking with that Rosinante anymore, so I think this is better off. We'll get the 2K. We'll get the 2K at this point. We're not blocking with the Rosinante. I don't want to go below 2 life if I can. So we're just gonna rest it here, let the opponent kill this. Honestly, opponent should just use the Sanji ability right now and get the life because they're running short on resources. Like, we have locked them down, right? We have locked them down, and this feels amazing. So, that doesn't work because this is not a supernova. So you get the law. That's a very sad law. You get to kill my sugar finally. Do I let them do it? 2, 4. Sure. You can have it. You can finally have it, right? I'll let you finally have it. I'll let you finally have it because it's time for Rosinante into Diamante. Or Yamato, to be honest. I guess let's just go here. Yeah, we'll go like this. We'll play Yamato. And is there another sugar, or are we searching? Like, I feel like I prefer the search here. I think I do prefer the search. I think I prefer the search. Just get another 2K. And again, I don't want to attack their life unless I'm attacking with Yamato. Unless I'm attacking with Yamato, I'm never attacking their life. The reason that I kept the sugar in my hand was exactly for this, so I can rest their blocker. If opponent has a second blocker, I guess that kind of makes things complicated. Otherwise, we're chilling. At this point, you can kill this baby 5. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. You know I have a ton of 2K blockers, 2K counters. So now this gives me a target for next turn. Okay, they're gonna restand and they're gonna attack into it again. And we're gonna give you no blocker and just give you another 2K. That gives me a target that I can attack into, and that's kind of all I want. So here we can give them a 1K. Don't want to go to 1 life, right? So. We know that we're going to go sugar, rest their blocker, and just do match shenanigans, right? But first, I'm going to start with 8 here. Opponent should know that they cannot block, because otherwise the Yamato just does whatever she wants against the opponent. So then we go Sugar, and there goes your blocker, my friend. So then we go 6, 7 here. Attack you for 7. You lose 2 cards at 2 life. Oh, I guess the opponent could have guard point. Whatever. Opponent has 1 done open. They could have guard point or radical beam. If they have it, they have it. I'm probably just gonna play Diamante then. That was my mistake. I just completely forgot about guard point being a thing, and we literally played around the last turn. They didn't, so they banished 2 lives, right? We still probably want to play this Diamante, to be honest. So maybe we go like this. We search and then play Diamante. This protects the Yamato. I can also, because we have 2 blockers, right? We have my leader and the Diamante to block with. And yeah, again, I don't want to attack their life, right? Like, why should I attack their life when I have Yamato to just banish their cards? So this is what's kind of cool, right? Because this deck actually has the protection to be able to save this Yamato, and it ends up being kind of cool here. So yeah, that was a fun matchup. We're going to have another game here against Rebecca, which was like a really long matchup. So I'll let you all see that as well. So in this match, we're going against Rebecca. This actually is so good for us, because it means that our Sugar is going to get a ton of value. Because the opponent cannot attack with the leader. I guess the Sugar can get killed. Like, this can get killed by Kyros, right? Oh, what? Interesting. Mansherry? So we just go like this and just kill it. Okay, and then we go here and we'll draw. This can bounce the Luffy back to their hand. So I think we have to pick this, right? I think we have to pick this to bounce the Luffy back to their hand when the Luffy comes down. So this is a nice answer for the Luffy. Especially because the opponent hasn't found the Coliseum yet. Anything they play here gets punished by Sugar. Even if they play like a Kyros to kill the Baby 5. The only downside is that we don't have enough mana to play. We don't have enough Dawn. Yeah, so that we can go like this and opponent... Actually, so this ends up working out fine for us. This ends up working out a-okay for us. An opponent cannot attack the Sugar. They'll get another Rebecca. They cannot attack the Sugar because the Rebecca cannot attack, right? So we'll attack for 5 here first. See what the opponent does. Oh. I was expecting the opponent to do something cool there. Huh. Do we search or do we just play the Diamante? Let's play the Diamante. Let's just play the Diamante for now. The opponent goes for the Rebecca. They find the Coliseum, so now they can actually attack into us right away. But good thing we have the blockers, right? So good thing we have the blockers, so even if they attack into us, we should be okay. They get their Rebecca, giving them the Rob Lucy, but they cannot play the Rob Lucy right now. They can attack with this Rebecca into my Sugar if they want to, but that just gets blocked, right? So that doesn't make sense. They do get to keep this Rebecca alive, I guess, so that's nice for them. I guess let's search to begin with. Let's get our 10 costs at this point. Let's get our 10 costs. We can attack with Diamante. Opponent has Lucy, so they can kill both these cards next turn. They can kill both these cards next turn. We have 3, 6, 7. So we know that they can kill both of these, right? Because they found the Rob Lucy. So they can kill both of these even without any cost reduction. So I guess we might as well just attack into their leader and just get some, start kind of thinning them down a little bit. So here comes the Rob Lucy. You kill the Sugar, you kill the Baby 5, you stop our search. Wait. Oh no, it didn't have a Dawn. I forgot about that. I need for this to have a Dawn for it to get restand there, right? I did misplay. I should have put a Dawn on the Diamante first and then have it restand. I need to read cards better. Again, need to read cards better. So, Toy Soldier. And then Leo. Okay, so it didn't matter because the opponent has the combo out anyways. Sure. Sure. We could play Kaya and then see what we get first. Because we're gonna get this Law on the field. I guess let's push the 5. Let's start thinning them down a little bit. I know this is gonna be a long dragged out game, but at least I think it's better to go for it this way. So we can go like this. We do get Sugar. So we get Sugar. Still need to have this, I think. It's kind of weird because I'm trashing like my good cards, kind of. I am kind of trashing my good cards here. So we'll go like this. We'll play the Law, use the card action, get this Kaya back, and don't summon anything, right? We just will not summon anything and just end the turn. This Rosinante protects this Law from dying, but the opponent could just have Luffy here, and it's not gonna matter. Okay, they lost a Luffy. They chose to destruct the Sword of Thunder, because that way I guess they can kill this Rosinante. Notice that the opponent's not attacking my life, right? Because they know that they can just stall out forever. So they know that they can stall out forever. Losing this Searcher was a big deal. We can try to kill this Rebecca. I want the opponent to attack into me. We can try to rest the Rebecca with Sugar and try to kill her. Okay, well, I don't think that's gonna work. Because I'm not gonna give you that, right? Like, I think we always keep that alive. And now you give me a good attacker into this Lucy. So, this is actually nice because we can bounce it back with the Law. So we can go like this and just rest this first, right? We can attack it for 5. Opponent doesn't give me the Sabo here. We can attack it for 8. You give me the Sabo here. Probably should have just gone for it more, by the way. Yeah, actually, the opponent can protect this. The opponent could protect this. No, they don't give me that either. All right, so do we care about this Law? Like, do we play this Law? Send the Sugar, replay the Sugar, tap one of these guys, and then attack into it? Does that really matter? Or do we just play Law and just chill? Or do we play Doflamingo and just bring their Sabo up to their hand? But then the opponent can just search as much as they want, right? Because the thing about having these guys on the field is that the opponent can just attack into us. I think I like having the Sabo and not using the... I think I like having the Law. That way we have blockers to protect the Sugar with. And having this Sugar on the field is going to be so important for us. The opponent's going to have to literally go Destructive Sword of Thunder to deal with the Sugar. I guess... Okay, they have Kira, so if they have another Silver now, they can do it that way. Yeah, they're going to give this the -3 cost, so let's go ahead and just rest this Sabo. Let's rest the Sabo so the opponent has one less blocker. They're going to play Kyros, attack with the Kyros, etc. We have plenty of blockers to save the Sugar, so I'm going to force you. I'm going to force you to have to use more than that, right? They have two more attacks. Let's go like this. I want to take the life when the Kyros comes down. I want to take the life when the Kyros comes down, right? So when the opponent plays Kyros here, I'm going to block with my Rosinante leader. And I need to start getting this life into my hand. I guess they're just gonna Destructosaur Thunder this right now then. I guess they could go for it that way. Sure. So Destructosaur Thunder, pop this Rosinante. The Destructosaur Thunder can be used right now because it will count as the 15th card. But this matchup is going to be super slow because it's whichever one of us starts hitting the life first, right? We see the Luffy. We don't have another Searcher. So until we get another Searcher, I think we're kind of like in the downside. We will be able to clear their board, which is going to give us some value, or Lumbus. So they're going to just kill this instead with the Kyros. Interesting. Yeah, so here we go. We take the life, which is what I was talking about. And they can kill this with the Kyros now. So they got 2 units to do it with. So, I guess we just go 10 cost, right? We'll go here first. We'll go here second. Why did we just... Nah, let's go 10 cost right now, right? I guess we should just go 10 cost right now and just have these big units for next turn, right? Just go 10 cost right now. And just have these big units for next turn to be able to kind of do whatever we need to do. We have 2 blockers to save the Doflamingo. I just want to have this big 10k body in the field. So even though technically that was not an efficient way to do it, having this big 10k body in the field is going to allow me to kind of just kill their units. I wanted to have the 2 blockers in case that the opponent has the Luffy. So they get a Leo here. They get another Olympus, unfortunately, so they can actually pop. They're going to pop this. Okay, yeah, the Destructosaur Thunder, right? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Here's our Searcher. Here's our Searcher, so we'll go like this. Guess we can get another Searcher. What are we looking for specifically, actually? What are we looking for specifically? That's a good question. That's a good question. We know that the opponent has another Leo in their hand, which is a 1k, right? We can try to just kill their Kyros and just play another blocker. We can play Sugar and hit their Lumbus. I think it has to be Sugar, right? I think it has to be Sugar. I think their Lumbus is too much of a problem. And then we can go 7 here. Okay. We don't have any blockers. Opponent has Leo. They're going to have the Kyros, but they're going to have to play something. If we try to kill this, I guess we can kill this for free. Because this is going to get restanded because we have no more cards in our hand. And we go like this and get this. So the opponent only has 1 attacker here. I guess eventually they have to find the Luffy, right? They only seen 1 Luffy so far. So either the Luffys are stuck in their life or they're just holding on to the Luffy for some reason. So they're going to try to attack into one of my units, which makes sense. But I'm just going to block this here and just take it. Again, it's better for me if we have the life. Because the opponent's not going to be able to kind of kill these guys, right? This is going to rest the Luffy right away. Unless the opponent kills this with like a Leo plus something else. As long as they don't... I mean, again, they've seen 1 Luffy. As long as they find at least 1 Luffy, they'll be able to restand Luffy. They get Destructosaur Thunder. So they can kill the Sugar. 1-legged toy soldier. Alright. Yeah, I have to do it because, I mean, yeah. So the opponent's just going to send this to the bottom. I have to do it. Opponent did tap out of the Luffy. There's no way that we'd be able to, like, stall this out enough, is it? Like, the moment that the opponent draws their Luffy is going to be a problem because they can just recycle the Luffys over and over again. I will have to get very lucky for the opponent not to have any Luffys here. So another Destructosaur Thunder, which means that now they can go Leo and attack into my Sugar, and I actually don't have enough counter to save it. Wow, yeah. I guess that works. Yeah, that definitely works. That certainly works, huh? Do we try to kill the Kyros then? Do we try to kill this Kyros or do we go Kaya first? I guess let's go Kaya first and let's trash this. Let's trash the 2K. So we can try to kill Kyros, right? So this is going to be 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 10. I guess let's go 10 twice. So we can get the Kyros out of the equation because the opponent's going to arrest the Coliseum. Then we go here. Go another 10. And I guess we'll chill for now. Pick no cards to draw, so they trash 2 more cards, and they get the Luffy, right? So they need to send that first Luffy back. So they need to send that first Luffy back. They kill my Law. So they need to send that first Luffy back, just so that they don't deck out, unless you have a third Luffy in your hand. Mancheri, Kyros, Sabo, Rebecca, Roblushi. Orlumbus, Leo. Okay. So, we can send this back to their hand if we wanted to. I guess at this point, honestly, I have to start attacking, right? I think at this point, now that the opponent actually showed me they have another Luffy, although they didn't send the other Luffy back, but the Mancheri, if I remember, the Mancheri can send stuff back to their... I mean, the Rebecca can as well, right? The Mancheri... Yeah, they can send 2 cards back. So they have the Mancheri. So they cannot deck out anyways, as long as they have the Mancheri. So we probably want to go start attacking their life, I think. Yeah, I think at this point we want to start attacking their life. We can go here. Let's go here. That's a great draw. That's a great draw in combination with this. Let's put that on the top. And I guess we'll keep this here as another nice blocker. Or we can go like this. I just want to bounce that back so that the opponent has to spend the 3 Dawn to actually replay it. The 7 Dawn, right? So they can spend the 7 Dawn to replay that. Ice Age. Okay, so they have the Lushi, yeah. Boom, boom. It's like I'm playing against Sakazuki, unfortunately. Yeah, so it's like I'm playing around the Sakazuki, and again, the opponent can never really deck out these days. They have Thunderbolt as well. They can really never deck out, right? They can never deck out. Here. I only have 1 blocker to save her from the Luffy. And then it still does the same thing. I guess we'll go like this. I could just die to the Lucy plus the Leo here, if the opponent wants to, but I'm thinking they're just gonna go Luffy first. I think they're gonna go Luffy first and just try to kill the Yamato. I can't beat the long game against this, huh? The Luffy's just too much of an issue, so right? So the long game against this is way too bad. Yeah. How do we do this? At this point, it's all about whether the opponent misplays or not. If this Yamato stays alive, we can have the double attack. They use 1 Dawn. We know that the opponent has Destructive Sword of Thunder. So they can KO this blocker and then attack with the Leo. So Destructive Sword of Thunder allows the opponent to KO the block. I guess they can also just kill... No, they cannot kill the Yamato because of the Rosinante. If I... Opponent has 7, so they can still play Luffy. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna let the opponent... If they want to play it, they can play it. So Destructive Sword into my blocker. Lets them get there. If they go for Luffy because they tapped out to just 8 Dawn, we can actually survive. The Yamato can stay alive because of the Rosinante. As long as the opponent has no blockers, right? If the opponent has a blocker, it doesn't matter. Opponent can't kill me with this Leo, though. Destructive Sword of Thunder. Okay, so the opponent gets the Sabo blocker, right? So there's no way for me to actually get the double attack with the Yamato. Yeah, there's no way for me to get the double attack with the Yamato because the opponent ends up with their Sabo blocker, allowing them to just be able to survive. Yeah, they go for it here. We'll give you the 1K or the 2K. I mean, I might need this guy, right? So I guess we'll give you the 2K. Oh yeah, perfect. So we can play 2 blockers technically. We can play 2 blockers. We can even attack with one of these if we wanted to. I guess we should probably just bounce the Kaya back to our hand to get the 2K counter in our hand. We know the opponent has a Luffy. The problem is that I want to force them. I want to force them into having to block Yamato here with their Sabo. So I think we want to just keep 5 Dawn to play this, and then just maybe play the Rosinante here as well. Maybe attack with the Rosinante as well. Potentially, right? So because we can replay the Rosinante, but then that means I don't have the 2K counter. So maybe that's not true, but if I leave this Leo on the field, that's another attack I have to worry about. 5, 7, 8. Eight, 7, 9. Let's go 9. Let's go 9 and force the opponent to block with Sabo. Or give me 3 cards, right? Okay, so there goes the Sabo, right? There goes the Sabo. I guess we can go for 8 and kill the Lucy. Opponent can save this one with 2 cards. What's more? Oh, okay, so I don't even need to put the Dawn here anymore. I can just attack into that. So let's go 6 and go here. They will play the Law, use the car action, get this back, and cancel, and pass the turn. Have 2 blockers and a 2K in my hand. I still have this Yamato on the field. Opponent has a lot of cards. The Yamato cannot get killed by Destructive Sword of Thunder, but this can. I said that I can always KO the Rosinante. Actually, this cannot either because of the Rosinante being rested. Opponent only has the Sewer as an attacker. How am I still here? Like, I feel like if the opponent just needs to play their Luffy and we just die. But I guess the Luffy's tapping them out of mana completely. They cannot play Luffy and Destructive Sword, for example. They're down to 4 cards, so they have to do something soon, right? They have to do something soon. This double attack banish is putting a big threat because it's forcing the opponent to always have to have blockers. If we ever get the Sugar, we can tap one of their blockers. If we get like a 3rd Sugar, I guess. 1, 2, 3. No, okay, I guess we will need to get our 4th Sugar. How is this game still going? I feel like Rebecca players just end up having so much value that they don't know what to do with themselves. Like they're just like jerking off in their hand. They're like, I have so many options, and they just take too long to decide which option is the right one. By the way, maybe Diamante was better blocker than Law. just because Diamante can get rescanned the next turn. But I guess the good thing about Diamante is that he is a 1k counter. So we do end up with the 1k and the 2k by playing Law, versus if we play Diamante, we wouldn't have any counter in our hand. So I guess this ends up being better for us. This Rosinante is making their life very difficult because Rosinante protects characters with an original cost of 5, right? So the opponent can, even if the opponent reduces the cost of Law and Yamato, they cannot actually kill them as long as the Rosinante is on the field. So what they should actually do is reduce the cost of Rosinante and then go Destructive Sword Thunder, because this is already killing anything with cost 6. But I guess the opponent doesn't have enough cards to do that? I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard turn. It's a hard turn for them. The Luffy kind of gets blocked here and here, so the Yamato stays alive. We also technically have a 3k counter value, so if the opponent doesn't put enough value, it could be enough. They might not be playing Bartolomeos anymore, right? We don't see a single Barto or a single Ideo, so the opponent has no blockers other than Sabo, and I think that's what the opponent just saw, right? So very weird games. Very weird game here. It took forever, but I guess we got the victory because the opponent just couldn't play Luffy at this point with me having the blockers stabilized. But again, they had lethal last turn. If they didn't play Sabo, they had lethal last turn. The opponent just didn't see it or was too worried about the cards I could have in my hand. So yeah, we'll take it. Slow but steady. That's the definition of Rosinante. Slow but steady. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Katakuri. And the good thing about this matchup is that we have a lot of blockers. The bad thing about this matchup is that we're playing against Katakuri. So their 10 cost Big Mom just going to obliterate our life, regardless of what we do. Like, there's nothing that we will be able to really do here. One is going to hit us for 7 here. They got the Perospero. I guess we have the Sugar. We can kill the Pudding. Yada, yada, yada. Ooh, opponent didn't attack into us? That's cool. I'll take that. You don't want to attack into us? I'll take it. We can protect the Sugar with the Rosinante. Okay, opponent's not even going to bother. They're just going to attack for 7 right away. Okay. I mean, you know I'm going to protect her, right? Do I actually even protect her? We have another Sugar. We have another Sugar, and we're kind of looking like we have no plays for a little bit. So what if we just go like 3 here? Just attack for 8. Opponent's going to look for their Lin. There we go. And then we go very sad, right? So then we become very sad because the opponent has Lin. And again, once they have that on the field, it's going to be very difficult, right? It's going to be very difficult for us to do anything. And they have an 8k attacker now. We can go like this, and I guess let's take this life. Oh, yeah, I needed to reduce the cost of this if I could. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 6, 7. We won't have a way to... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sure. We'll let that Sugar die next time. You're gonna give me 3 cards? Okay, they didn't give me 3 cards. No Tenko's Dofi, no Searcher, no Rosinante. I kept the hand because of the Sugar. But I don't think it's gonna matter, right? Opponent's gonna play Tenkos next turn and we're gonna just lose. Yeah, cool. That's the Tenkos, right? That's the Tenkos. So what we can do is that we can play Sugar this turn. So we can go like this. 12 again. Force 3 cards if they want to give it to us. They might actually give it to us this time around. Okay, no, they didn't. And we'll play the 3rd Sugar. Don't select the target. Pass the turn. Opponent plays Tenkos, and I play my Dofi. Let the Sugar die. Or do we protect her? Wait. Do we protect her? Oh, I guess we cannot. Actually, we can, right? We protect her. We go Tenkos here. And I guess we should start hitting their life eventually. Eventually need to start hitting their life, right? Surely we start hitting their life eventually, right? Jesus. 12, 13, 14, 15. They give it to me. They actually give it to me. Third one? This is why this deck doesn't sing any success. What are we gonna do? Yeah, surely. Surely, yeah, we can never beat that, unfortunately. GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games today of Rosinante / Corazon. Very fun matchups. Even the matchup against Katakuri, which I terribly lost, I just couldn't help but laugh, right? Because this is what I was talking about. How you don't have enough pressure, so then you just get to play 10 cost Big Mom over and over again and just have all this life, and it's gonna be impossible for you to ever actually push through that life that they have, right? But hey, I just wanted to leave it there because I had a lot of fun. I was cracking up. But yeah, the Rebecca match was a little bit weird. I think the opponent card won that, but still kind of shows those decisions that you have to make throughout the game, and that's why I also left it in the video. And then the Law match was just hilarious. Like, just remove everything that they have, then play this Yamato, show the power of the Yamato, and go from there. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this showcase of Rosinante over the past 3 days. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day.